Okay, we're all connected to the cloud, so we got this thing running. And I wanted to take this opportunity to put this out because it's something I've been working on for a long time, and actually it goes back to my old advertising days. Um, what I've discovered is that people are buyers, they're not sellers, right? People love to buy, but they have to be given a reason to buy. And that's why there's so many promotions and sales and so many things like that. Now, we certainly, in Valentis, we certainly give people a reason to buy, and that is to make money. But sometimes it's not a big enough reason, right? I mean, that's not a compelling enough reason. And we give them, if you stay on a loyalty purchase for, X amount of time, we give you a rank up. Well, that only works if somebody's actually engaged in the business. And, so it really isn't what I would refer to as something that would get your wife excited, right? Or get your spouse excited about you're going to get this rank to Ruby or you're going to get this rank to Emerald. So, having said that, I've been working with two real close friends, Lance O'Brien and his partner Joe in Las Vegas, and both of those guys were in the timeshare business, and Lance actually started the timeshare industry, part of it in Las Vegas, and I've known Lance for forever and ever. Some things have transpired that, just kind of sequence of events. They, along with a couple of people, started a company called Save On Resorts. Save On Resorts just recently merged with International Cruise and Excursions, or better known as ICE. And unlike the ICE that we're familiar with, this is the other ICE. And but they're a company out of Arizona, and you guys can go to their site and go take a look at exactly what it is. But they are extremely successful company, and I'll just mute everybody and make sure we got this. Very successful company. They've got they're in 23 languages, 15 global office in the United States, Australia, Belize, India, Mexico, New Zealand, the Philippines, Portugal, Romania. They're in 41 different currencies. They have a huge technology platform, and they have over 55 million members within their organization. So what I decided to do was to put together a promotion. They have something called a travel savings reward. And that travel savings reward is actually a savings. It is because they are a private membership service. They don't have to abide by the rules that Expedia, Priceline, and all the rest of them have to abide by. And that is, those public sites can't advertise a price any lower than what the hotel is offering to the general public. And in some cases, I don't know if you've checked it, I have. In some cases, the price is even more expensive than if you were to book it through the hotel. But they've got the public fooled because of the amount of money that they spend, lowest price guaranteed, and so on and so on and so on. Well, it's not. And these people, ICE and Save On Resorts, can do things and negotiate with hotels, but do things on a global basis. They've got over 1 million hotel properties, car rentals. Yes, they've got an airline program, not much, going in airlines. But, what we're doing is, the promotion that I put together was to, number one, to increase people's buying, right? Maybe take them from 0, not buying any products, up to 50 BV, on up to 100 BV, or somebody who's on a 50 BV up to 100 BV. It's just increasing, that production, and also decreasing any attrition that we might have. And I put some components in here to stop. It will never stop attrition, but we can certainly start to slow it down. And so what happens is, and you guys, if you're on 100 BV, and I'm sure most of you are, if you're not, you will be, you get an email from me with a travel code on it, and then you are directed to go to Travel Savings Reward and put that activation code in, fill out the rest of the information along with your cell phone number, and then we send you the actual activation code, right? The activation code, we also direct you to this website called TravelSavingsDollars.com. And so this is a site that ICE uses to make the introduction of what their service is all about. And you can go to TravelSavingsDollars.com. You can go up here and take the test drive. Just click on that if you don't have an activation code, but it'll let you go in and sample the system. And they advertise this, in Forbes and National Geographic and so on and so forth. And again, it is a tremendous incentive, and I was able to get these incentives at no cost, right? No cost to me or to you. And so that's the kind of promotion that I love, right? Where it doesn't cost anything, but it has a high perceived value, and it actually is more than perceived, because it actually is a value. I did I went to TravelSavingsDollars.com and just clicked on Chicago, and 496 hotels popped up. I put in November the 10th through the 17th, and they're every kind of hotel. I mean, obviously at the Hyatt and the Marriott and the Westin, and what this will show you, that if you have that code, you could go right now and select a room and book that room at the Hyatt for $702 for that week stay. $702 instead of $1,203. Now, here's the challenge. I've already done it. You guys are welcome to do it. You're welcome to go to any of these sites, then go to the Hyatt Hotel, or go to Expedia, or go to Priceline. I've done hundreds. I first thought it was gimmick, and then after I went through it and I convinced myself, because I did so much research, that it was I sold myself basically. And so I've used these over and over and over again, and have saved lots and lots of money. And so I challenge you to, go now. If you go to the Hyatt Hotel, or if you go to Expedia, this is the total with tax. We calculate it with tax and with any other fees that the hotel might have. In order for you to actually get to that component, you have to go to the step right before you put in your credit card, because then you see everything. Up until that point, you don't see the room with the tax, or if they have any service fees, or if they have any other fees. You're not seeing those fees. So so you have to go through the stages, and I've done all of that, and I've done Marriotts and Westins and Hyatts, and all of them. So I would, if you need to sell yourself, go do that. Just go to TravelSavingsDollars.com, take the test drive, put in any hotel, any place, anywhere, any dates, and then go check it. If you're live online, you can compare the public prices by just clicking, and what what these guys have done is give you a discount off the lowest advertised online price, and you'll be able to see what those prices are. And they've always been within $1 or so. You know, they round it up or round it down, whatever. So, you know, it's very, very convincing. So I'm, you know, we've started that promotion. People have started getting their codes. They've started activating their codes. They've started actually even looking for hotels. And I've gotten a couple of emails that, and again, it just brings validity back to what we're doing. I mean, we're again directing people to a private. They're going to have their own private booking engine, if you will. They're going to have a site that they can go to. So they'll have this site. They'll be able to sign in, and they'll see $500 in savings as soon as they activate that code. And then they'll be able to go in there and look and book and do whatever. The second promotion is, and this will just be one of many. We've got many resort complexes that the guys are talking to. These are all timeshare resorts, right? This one happens to be, I mean, this hotel group is 45 years old. They've got some incredible properties, and you can go to vidanta.com and look at everything. I think I've already sent the link out to all of you guys, and you can go look at the properties. They're outrageous. They're incredible. And so it's accommodations only. It's 6 days, 5 nights, accommodations only. So you're responsible for the transportation, and then you put up a credit card for incidentals. No timeshare presentation is required. And that's one of the components that, you know, I was adamant about if we're going to do something, you know, in something like this. Now, why would they do this? You know, people have asked me that. Why would they allow us to send people down there for free? Well, because either they have to advertise and spend money to advertise to bring people down there, or they're trusting us that we're going to send good people down there. So, you know, now what will happen, now I haven't gone myself, but I've only heard from Joe and Lance who have gone. And what happens is that about the second day or third day that you're there, you're going to get a call from the sales department. They're going to ask you how you like your hotel. They're going to say, hey, we've already, you know, we've noticed that, you know, you like this restaurant, or, you know, there's all kinds of restaurants and activities and shows, and it just goes on and on and on. And they'll make some type of offer to you. They'll make some type of offer to you. I don't want to say exactly what it is because it changes. It, you know, it depends. But they'll make you some type of offer for you to go and sit through a 90-minute presentation. That might be dinner on them, might whatever. It might be, it'll be worthwhile, okay? And so they just want you to sit through the presentation. And, you know, I mean, if you love it, maybe you bought a timeshare. I don't know. You know, I mean, that is none of my business, quite frankly. All I want to do is give you something of value. And if you want to pass it along to somebody else, fully transferable, and I'm waiting to get some information as to from the time you actually win, how long that window is open. So I'll get all of that information. But you know, it's a great promo. So how do you win? You know, you be on a 100 BV loyalty purchase every month for 12 months, and you win. You purchase a 150 BV loyalty purchase every month for 6 months, and you win, right? Purchase 400 BV business builder pack every month for 4 months, and you win. You know, so we wanted to try to structure it so that everybody wins, and you win very quickly. Now, what we did is we even went back. We said, okay, you know, we're starting that right now, and for everybody who's on in October, on a 100 BV loyalty purchase and you still have time to do that, you have until the 25th in order to get that done, we're going to go back and count. You know, if you, in fact, I just got a couple of emails. I said, hey, just go to your order history, you know, and copy and paste that or take a screenshot of that. And, you know, if you've done 100 BV for the past 11 months, and then, you know, this is your 12th month, we're going to count that. You won, right? We're going to count in the back, right? If you've done 150, if you did 400. So we're going to count all of that. I mean, I want to get some stories of people going to the resorts and having fun. And I mean, it'll just be more and more of a selling point to all of us. So, you know, what my goal is to go in and work everybody. I mean, here's a guy, he's on a 50 BV auto ship. I'm going to show him the promotion and, you know, see if I can't get him kicked up to 100 BV. That's 100% increase, right? You know, so, you know, I've got, here's Jim, he already got his code. He's got his code. Jim's already used the hotel, went to New York. Here's some people at 0. Here's somebody at 100 BV order, but not on loyalty purchase. So, you know, we'll definitely have Jim reach out to this person and talk to them about getting on loyal. And why loyalty purchase? It just makes sense. You know, again, it's just doing something that is repetitive and, you know, it's just much easier to have it on a loyalty purchase than it is to have it on a, you know, something you have to remember to do. So, so I'm just suggesting that everybody make contact with everybody on their team. You can go into your genealogy. You can click on your enroller tree, right? You can bring up everybody in your enroller. You can then expand that to 6 levels and, you know, look at everybody on your team. I especially want to get to the people who have made no purchases, right? I want to get them indoctrinated and you know, maybe we'll, in fact, what I was thinking about today is, you know, maybe if they go on a 50 BV auto ship for 3 months, we'll go ahead and give them a $500 bonus, right? $500 travel savings voucher. You know, it's great for us. You know, we've got them now because if they experience the product and they get great results out of the product, guess what? They're probably going to go to 100 BV. They might even go and get involved in the business. So, you know, it's putting them in, keeping them in, and moving them along, right? I mean, it's just giving them little reasons why they need to do something. So I hope you guys like everything. I'm going to be working on, oh yeah, everyone that upgrades to 100 BV will receive 500 bonus, you know, must be completed by the 25th. I already talked about that. I'm going to work on a 3rd promotion right now. In fact, I've been working on it with the guys, and that will be introduced, probably I'll do it on Thursday, so it'll go into effect on Friday. Friday is the new week, new month, and it will be an enrollment bonus, right? So, so let's do this. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to stop the recording.